Well, great news if you live in California. You now will soon have the privilege of paying unemployment to all of the people that are out on strike right now. So all of those actors and writers that are out there on the marching line, soon you can do your part and actually pay taxes to them. So California Senate has passed a bill to give striking workers access to unemployment insurance. Now it's up to the governor, and you know Newsom is going to sign that and give it a thing. Man, people of California, you guys sure do pay a lot of tax. This is another tax that I just would be furious about if I lived there. I mean, I got enough bills to pay. Now I got to pay these over-entitled narcissists as well. Out of my tax pocket, out of my tax pool of dollars? No. This is why I wouldn't live in California. And I'm sorry if any of you live there, and I'm sure you have your reasons for wanting to stay, but this just does not seem like a state that I want to live in. And what's crazy about it, it's really all of the cities that control everything. People that live in the rural parts of California, it's almost like they get no say at all in what happens in that state. But yeah, there you go. You get to pay special taxes now to the writers and the actors. Well, it's not special. You're going to pay, I would guess, the same amount, but what they're going to do with your tax money is pay them. And that's frustrating. A bill that would make striking workers in California eligible to receive up to $450 a week in unemployment insurance benefits passed in the Senate on Thursday by a vote of 27-12. Senate Bill 799, which passed in the state assembly last month, now heads to the desk of Governor Gavin Newsom, who can either sign it into law or veto. His signature, however, is by no means certain. Last year, he vetoed 169 bills while signing nearly 1,000. In 2019, a similar bill failed in the Senate by just 2 votes. Oh, he'll sign it. He'll sign it. I don't see why he wouldn't. He'll sign it because this is maybe good PR there, because they do a lot of publicity stunts. Striking Hollywood actors and writers escalate war with studios. They're behaving like petty tyrants. So they did some big march the other day from Netflix studios to Paramount's historic lot. They do a lot of stuff for press. The problem is I don't know anybody outside of big California cities cares. Like I've said a million times, most people are pretty, worried about their own asses right now, considering inflation is just ravaging everything. Food's gone up, gas has gone up. I'm sure bills are harder to pay. But, poor Hollywood rich man like Billy Porter, who complained because he had to sell his house to survive, his $1 million mansion, had to sell it to survive because he can't manage his money. I can barely afford milk, but I need to worry about Billy Porter's rich ass. I don't think so. So they've just been ramping up their cringe lately and wanting you to know why you should care, because apparently you need them. You need them to survive. Because what would we do without the backbone of America, the writers of She-Hulk? Striking Hollywood actors and writers escalated their war with the studios this week, participating in a joint march in Los Angeles that clogged the streets of the Hollywood neighborhood as protesters marched Tuesday from Netflix offices to the historic Paramount lot. This strike is going to go on for a long time. I don't know if there's an end in sight for this. It will probably go the year, and it's crazy. So the studios want to starve them out. They've said this before. They'll just keep going until it's over. They're losing more value now as more productions get back to work, like the Bill Maher show, going back to work, Real Time with Bill Maher. Scripted TV, you don't really need it. You could just do unscripted reality shows up the ass, and no one will know the difference. YouTube is there. Nobody cares about this mainstream shit as much anymore. That's why movies, the box office this year, other than, Barbie, Super Mario, Guardians of the Galaxy, a couple of standouts, have done really well. The rest of it has just been in the toilet. The box office has been low for a lot of movies this year. I think people are just done. So this is going to be a long battle. But don't worry, if you live in California, you get to pay for their fight. You get to pay for their battle against the Hollywood machine. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.